We are familiar with the Beatitudes in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 5. Today we have the Beatitudes according to Saint Luke. Saint Matthew's, the Sermon on the Mount. And this is called the Sermon on the Plain. What is the difference? Matthew's Beatitudes more in a spiritual sense, everything in a spiritual sense. And here, St. Luke, everything in plain language. And they sound very strange to our ears. Matthew says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit," spiritual poverty, dependence on God. Luke says, "Blessed are the poor." Nothing about spiritual poverty or poverty in this. No, if you are poor, you are blessed. If you are rich, you are not fortunate. If you are laughing now, oh, be careful, you may cry soon. Everything in plain language. This is not the way we look at life. With our common sense, we think of being rich, having good health, having power and a position as blessings. We think of having money or wealth or good health and having a good as blessings. But the Lord sees things in a different way. That is the point. Lord looks at everything in a different way, almost the opposite of the way we think of things. The very opposite. The very opposite of what we think of things or the ways we see things. Lord has a very different way of looking at everything. And that is the message for us. In other words, whether it is positive or negative, have a praising the Lord attitude. Have a different perspective. Learn to look at things in a different way, because the way I see things may not be the way Lord is looking at it. I think of something as for example, I may think of a failure as a disappointment. But the Lord says that failure was a blessing for you. You are crying over that failure. You are upset and disappointed about the failure. But I am saying that failure was a blessing for you. You see, we can't see failure as a blessing. We can't see failure as a, we see things in a different way. The Lord says, what you think as a blessing may not be a blessing. The same way, what you think of as a burden may not be a burden. Because the Lord can reverse things. Lord can reverse things. The Lord can turn everything the other way around. So the message is, always have a grateful, praising the Lord attitude. Whatever be the things you are going through right now, whatever be it, you are happy or joy or sad or upset or frustrated or disappointed or in despair or in sadness or in tears, whatever be the state of mind you are in right now, give thanks to God, knowing that the Lord can reverse everything for the good.